speaking of games, guess who had Borderlands downloaded?
Me?
Yeah,
Yes!
yeah, Graham does. Uh,
All three of us now.
yeah, it finally downloaded. I just let it run all day when I was
Fantastic.
cleaning. So
Fantastic.
Excellent. I'm so happy about that. We can actually finally jump on and start doing some stuff.
yeah, next gaming session definitely be Borderlands. I say, guys.
100%.
Excellent.
I'm happy
I'm
with that.
definitely down for that. I'm so happy you guys are going to play that series. I really am. You got to catch up on what's happened before because obviously we're going to jump straight in.
Aye,
Oh,
I'll
yeah.
do what you done. I'll do what you said to
I'll
watch
watch
the
the
catch-up
catch-up
videos
video.
and stuff like that. Aye.
Yeah,
And,
definitely.
I know there's somebody
probably-
called Handsome Jack and there's somebody called Roxy or Moxie.
Moxie, yeah,
Moxie.
yeah.
There's been some really good fan art of her online.
Aye, that's what got me into Borderlands. Aye.
It's a bit like Aerith, isn't it, from Final Fantasy VII? It's just like, honestly, that's the one thing that I expect when they release it on PC is just there for it to be 1,000 mods of just filth.
Oh yes,
Oh,
Rule 34.
Yeah. You
Rule
think Nemesis with a
34.
big dick is good?
Yes,
It's like,
Moxie with a big dick. Yes.
yeah.
What's it called? Futa. Futa.
Oh, he's strong.
oh, this is a...
Yeah, so I can't wait. Honestly, I'm so excited.
Awesome stuff.
So, yeah. But,
I'm very much
yeah.
looking forward to it.
I
Excellent.
will I will hop in game after the podcast just to get all the settings and stuff sorted and be ready to rock when we finally do it. So I don't have to, first time installation bullshit. I don't have to.
Oh,
Yeah,
that.
to be fair, the game is actually pretty straightforward. Once you log in, you shouldn't have a lot to do. I would imagine, but you
Aye.
never know.
Mine's kind
Nothing's
of
ever
booted up
straightforward.
quickly enough. Like
Yeah,
I'd imagine yours would be even faster, Chris.
yeah.
Mine's booted up like in a
Oh,
matter
fair
of
enough.
like not even minutes. Like
Yeah.
and like everything was just kind of straight to eye bleeding high def.
Oh yes, can't wait.
Oh, so good.
Can't wait.
So good. I cannot wait. It's going to be amazing.
When are we?
So, yeah.
When are we thinking? We thinking the weekend maybe or
Where's my
rotation?
Okay.
And I know you keep sending your rota, but I keep deleting it.
Yeah, you do. I finish up on Monday,
Adam.
so
Monday.
Next week.
yeah. So Monday night,
Sounds good.
Sounds like a plan.
I'll be here.
we're on. I can't wait. So actually, just going back to World of Warcraft, I was watching Porn Stars earlier, and I had not
Porn
the,
Stars?
not the good kind, that TV show like of the pawn shop in Las
I know
Vegas.
what one you're going to mention. Frostborn.
Yeah.
Yeah,
oh, you've seen it. Yeah. I had
Yeah,
no
yeah.
idea they actually made replica swords and stuff.
They did that ages ago. It was I think it was an external website. There was only like a couple of thousand made or something.
Yeah, it's really
Um,
rare. Yeah.
They had one in the Blizzard office when I was working for them. They have all the cool stuff in their reception area.
Hey, stop. You've never mentioned that you work for Blizzard.
I think I did.
I didn't think you
you
did.
know this, bro?
I knew. I didn't think you have mentioned that actually.
No.
Oh, yeah. I was a game master for a couple of months. They
Just
bring
left
in...
out that minor detail. Cheers.
Hang on. I have a picture on my Facebook.
Excellent. That's just like,
I'll put it in the general chat there in Discord.
yeah.
Yeah, they take on like temps for like the new expansion release because there's a ton of new players returning. There's like old players returning.
No way.
Yeah, so
Loving your hat. That's
so
awesome.
I was there for 6 months and
Wow.
I was a game master for primarily World of Warcraft. But yeah, it was an absolute blast. But yeah, that's the reception area. They have like tons of stuff behind it, like all the
Yeah.
statues and stuff, and
Oh no way. That's amazing.
it's quite fun.
I was gonna say. But I gotta be honest. I had no idea. So
Yeah,
that's
it
pretty
was,
cool.
like, we played the game loads before that, and then seeing it
Yeah.
from the other side was really cool.
Yeah. Oh wow.
yeah.
No, well, fair
Yeah,
enough then.
literally.
So going back to my original point, yeah, it was really cool seeing that sword. If you've seen
Yeah,
it first,
Frostborn is cool.
I bet it looked cool as hell.
It's like, have you seen the I kind of think what's called that Forge channel on YouTube.
Oh,
Where they keep
Man at
making like
Arms.
Man at Arms, that Man at Arms, that they
Yeah,
keep
yeah.
making replica
have-
swords and shit like that.
I haven't watched that, but I do religiously watch Forged in Fire.
Oh, aye.
That
I think
program is amazing.
um, the Man at Arms, or I forget the actual name of the series.
Mm.
They take usually user requests, but like 90% of it's video game stuff, and they make
Yeah.
like video game weapons. I think they've done a Cloudbuster as well.
Oh
They've, like,
wow!
there's an actual guy called Michael Cthulhu on YouTube. So the Man at Arms, they do it like for practicality, so it's not like the full weight. It's still
Yeah.
heavy, but this guy Michael Cthulhu does 1-to-1 scales, so the thing requires like an actual crane to lift up and stuff because it's
I
so
was
heavy.
gonna say
Yeah.
the Buster Sword is massive. So
Massive,
yeah,
like-
yeah.
But they do video game stuff. They've done Frostmourne. I think they've done the Warglaves of Azeroth. They've done everything that you can.
They've
think
done
of.
the Saw Cleaver through Bloodborne as well.
Yeah.
There is a channel I follow as well, and they do all. It's literally all just stuff on video game weapons. So
Oh god.
I'm gonna have to. Yeah, I'll share that to you guys. It's a really good time. Like I can sit and watch that for hours.
I actually want to collect one or two. Like I've wanted to, but like some of the prices are insane. Like
Oh god.
for replicas, like
Totally.
I get like the amount of work that goes into them, but at the same time, it's just like ooh, I can get this replica sword, or I could probably get like 100 games for it. You know,
Effort.
so, it's just like
I do like a project though. I gotta be fair. I do like a project.
Mm.
So there you go. I was just sending that through to the chat. So
on Facebook. Cool.
yeah,
Oh.
you'll enjoy that. So, but no, like I said, the guy does loads of different weapons and stuff. It's pretty cool. But the Buster Sword was why I started watching his channel. Like it was just,
I think
it's just the dream.
any channel like this will eventually make the Buster Sword. It's just going to be
Oh, aye.
like it's like one of the most well
Iconic. Yeah, so
Yeah,
iconic.
so-
Yeah, totally. Yeah, no,
I mean,
totally agree.
I can't even think of any weapons at the top. Of my head. Probably they've done the Blades of Chaos from God of War.
Yeah.
Anything that like when you think of video game weapons, those are the weapons that you think of straight away. Like
That
so-
one gun out of Call of Duty.
Oh man,
That one gun is just amazing. No,
Oh.
I bet someone's done a BFG.
I wouldn't be
Um,
surprised. Like when you go on
probably,
when you go on like Etsy and things like that, you see like all these people with, like the 3D printed shit.
Yeah.
they've done a 3D printed plasma gun, right? From
Oh,
Doom
they?
Eternal.
Oh, have they?
Yeah, with
Oh,
full
wow.
LEDs and stuff. Oh man, it looks so good.
That would
There
look
was-
good right about there.
Yeah.
You know the guitar that's on the one, he's wee man cave.
Oh
Yeah.
man,
Like there's a 3D printed one of them, like with all LEDs and everything.
that's
Oh, nice.
nuts.
It's fucking bananas.
Yeah.
Like they're wanting like fucking $2,000 for it. Fuck off.
Whoop, 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 whoop. I don't know if anyone just saw that. My arm just started falling. 2 seconds.
I thought you meant your physical ammo was like.
Oh no! It's happening again.
I need to get an
He's
actual.
having a stroke. You got a little bit excited, and now Chris is in a wheelchair.
That sums up my life.
We've all been there.
I need to get a new arm for this mic eventually, anyway. But this one will do for now. Stay. Goodbye.
Yours
I
looks
know-
very similar to mine.
Oh no, my colours after changing.
I think it's because of
Now
the.
we're
I
back.
think it's because of the Yazoo bottle.
Oh, whoops.
Sponsored by
Product
Yazoo.
placement. I'm going to send them a video after this because they're very receptive on Facebook to community comments. I'm going to be like, guys, do you want to sponsor a show for Uzaya?
Uzi.
Love it.
Awesome stuff.
So yeah. So what's everyone been playing this week then? Have we
Uh,
all been playing the same?
I've been playing the last.
What?
That's pretty much all I've been playing.
Last
I haven't
of
played it
Us.
since Friday. I'm not very fair. Graham's
No.
further than me now.
Yeah.
When I got home from Graham's yesterday, I was just too tired, so I just chilled with WoW and then went to bed. I say chilled with WoW. I went on to do my like
He
daily
did a
stuff.
10-hour session, and he was like,
Yeah, pretty much. Yeah, I did. I literally did. I was like, what? I was like, whoops.
"How is it 7 a.m. already?"
Well, I may as well do
I was on-
today's daily challenges. If I just stay up another 3 hours, I'll get access to tomorrow's one. So I may as well.
There you go.
Yeah. Yeah. You understand?
It's funny
been
that you
there.
mentioned that. They used to reset their stuff at 3 a.m. Our time,
Oh,
but
nice.
then people were like literally doing that. They were like staying up doing the daily stuff, and by the time they finished, it was almost 3 a.m. So they were doing a loop. So Blizzard changed it to like 9 a.m. just to make
Oh.
it breathable for people.
Fuck's sake. Blizzard are no fun nowadays.
Yeah.
All these
fucking-
people dropping off because of sleep deprivation, things like that.
Yeah.
Back
They
when
made
the
a
world was tough.
disorder now. They made it a disorder for the mental health, DSM-5, you know? They're like, yeah, it's a disorder, playing games for too long. It's an illness. It's like, oh, for crying out loud.
You can get actually signed off work for it now.
Really?
Right.
Ooh. Oh man. Guess
My
who's
name is
not
Graham and I'm a gaming addict.
48-hour session inbound, boys.
Yeah, boy.
Um,
And nobody can have a go at you now because it's
Oh,
it's a medical
it's an actual
condition.
thing.
I got
You
a
can't-
disability, guys.
Aye,
That's all it is.
exactly, like.
Got a disability.
How
Yeah.
dare you discriminate from a disability?
Yeah,
How dare
I'm addicted to gaming.
that's right.
Excuse me.
Oh, there's a lot of belching tonight on this channel.
Oh man,
All I'm having is milk, like so.
milk.
You can say
This milk was a bad choice.
milk.
Milk.
That's a milligan. Milk.
Milk.
Malt. Well, to be honest, like my stomach's in shit after the weekend because
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
the amount of rum, the amount of coke, the amount of Pepsi.
Friday night completely crippled us for the entire weekend.
Oh
like.
man,
I think I fell asleep. Like you gave me a controller to put on music, and I fell asleep during my choice of music.
Did you?
And I woke up when it finished. So I was like, okay, let's just go to bed.
it
That
was
was
all.
at, like what, 4 or 5?
I was like about 4:30 now. It was all the food on Saturday that got me. Like the drink, I was fine when I woke up Saturday morning, but I was just like kind of through the day, and then that big fucking pizza and a kebab. I was like, ugh,
The carbs.
worth it, 100% worth it.
It was worth it. Like
I'm not gonna do it again anytime soon, but it was definitely worth it.
no, that's once in a while kind of thing. Otherwise,
Yeah.
I would not be here talking right now. I'd probably be on the toilet talking.
That.
I'm so sorry.
But other than that, though, besides Last of Us, WoW, I must play Doom Eternal because their new skin events are on, so I got to get XP for that, and it's just, and I've got a ton of editing to do as well. I have to edit clear stuff for the Resident Evil playthrough. I've got a few ideas for some 10-minute retros, and there's 1 or 2 funny clips I want to edit as well. So
Are you gonna do the haggis one?
yes, that's the first one I'm going to do.
Alright, you need to tell me about this later when we're off streams. It's not.
Yeah.
It doesn't spoil it for everyone.
Yeah, actually, that's a good idea because I don't want to spoil it for anyone
Yeah.
who watches this first and then sees it.
Yeah. Oh
But,
man, I feel like I missed out this weekend, Matt boys. I'm not
You
gonna
did.
lie.
I'm not gonna lie. I was thinking about you an awful lot.
yeah, it almost felt like there could have been an extra person there,
Aye.
Yeah,
and there wasn't.
I know. I didn't even realize it was just a shock when I seen that. I was like, oh, they're together.
Well, to be
And I
fair,
was-
it was only Thursday night that I invited you. Like it was only like 9 o'clock Thursday night.
Wednesday.
I was like,
Hey, listen, there's not much I can do about it at the moment because, as it stands, I would have had to have quarantined myself for 2 weeks if I had. You know what I mean? So, yeah.
oh,
Little balls
you'd
and
be
balls
stuck
for
over here for
everybody.
2 weeks. Oh, fucking raging.
Dang it. I'm sure my wife would have something to say about that.
She can't argue
that.
with the government. Like, I know she's scary, but
No.
she can't argue with the government. Which probably could.
When is all this restriction bullshit lifted
Well, there's a good chance that a lot of it's going to get lifted in August,
Hmm.
so we're just waiting for that. Really, I mean, obviously, getting what I'm getting tomorrow, it's definitely gonna, be an issue otherwise.
Hmm.
But they, from what I hear, they're opening everything up towards the end of July, and the beginning of August is basically good to go. So you just go for it.
Yep.
Yeah.
anyway? Not too far away, so
No. We're seeing the light at the end of the tunnel now.
By the way, what's that?
We're seeing the light at the end of the tunnel now.
Yeah. I mean, it's the only problem is whether we're gonna actually have a second surge. That's gonna be.
I was
the
just
problem.
about to say wave 2 because people are just being complete retards about everything.
I don't know if you've seen Bournemouth. I think it was the other day.
No.
The beach in Bournemouth.
Oh,
was
it was
oh,
fucking
packed.
packed. Like, it was
I mean,
just.
obscene amount of people.
Aye.
It was crazy. So
But regardless, there's going to be a second wave anyway. like regardless of how
They
how
haven't
controlled
found a
everything is.
cure.
No,
Do you know what I mean? It's literally just like,
like there's a lot of
yeah,
things saying that this is just party life now. That this is just going to be just a party living now, like just like the flu. It's just going to
I,
be.
yeah. I think there's going to be outbreaks and things like that
Aye.
anyway. Do you know what I mean? Um, just have to wait and see what the Umbrella Corporation do about it.
I need to trim my beard. Beard's a mess.
If
Aye.
Eh.
Oh well, there's no zombies this time. Hopefully next time.
Yeah,
Oh,
maybe.
yeah, imagine. Ooh.
Sorry, Chris would be sorry.
COVID-21. Here we go. Here we go, boys.
You'd be going straight for that flamethrower.
Mhm.
I saw you play through that. Just having a bit of fast, my friend. I'm just going to use it all here because I'll never have to use it again.
There we go. Might as well just burn what I can now. Kill the planet and kill zombies. There we go, boys.
Love it. Love it. Oh, yeah, can't fault it. But no, like I say, I don't know. I'm just hoping they just allow people to travel again because it's just getting beyond now.
Aye.
I'm sick and tired. Like in Wales, we're even further behind everyone else because it's like our health minister is kind of like, "Ooh, ooh, you know, let's see how the rest of the world deals with it," and it's like, yeah, great, that's fab.
He's
but,
a week
like,
behind. He's a week behind England, who's a week
He's a
behind
week.
the rest of the world.
He's like 6 weeks behind
Aye.
England at the moment because like England have basically gone back to normal to a point.
But
do you
does
know what I
he
mean?
does he have broadband in his shed in the country? Does he?
Just no. I think he's still on dial-up, you know. Rib the Welsh guy. I can't help them. Our internet's shocking over here.
Aren't like the Americans handling it like poorly as well, aren't they? Like they're just
New York's like one of the worst hit places in the whole entire state, US.
And where did the division take place?
But like, one thing that
Just
gets
saying.
me is the fact that Italy was so badly hit with it, and now Italy is just completely open again.
Yeah.
Like,
Well, it's funny the amount of cases in like places like Sweden and all that, and yet the actual death rate as well. It's like it just goes to show which countries actually have the poor health systems.
Yeah.
So, but yeah, I don't know how we got off on this tangent, but yeah.
no.
So
Like-
video games.
Travel and weekend. And
Travel.
stuff.
Why?
That's it. Yeah. So no, fair enough. So yeah, I gotta get back on Last of Us anyway because from what I'm still avoiding the spoilers and like people's reviews of it and all that kind of stuff because I actually just want to play it for myself, but it's getting increasingly harder now. So
Aye,
I'm like,
there's more and more things coming up on social media. Every time I kind of scan through it, there's more and more pictures.
yeah, it's just killing it. I just it's times like this I actually hate social media. Do you know what I mean?
Oh, aye.
It has its uses, but no.
It's like any 2 weeks come up to the release of the game, I'm starting to avoid YouTube now because people, for some fucking reason, decide to put spoilers in the thumbnail and then like in all caps, "Oh God, bloody X dies at Y point here," and I'm like, why would you put that in the?
Yeah. Why? What are you
Like-
doing? What
What
are
I
you
like,
doing?
what I like about Blizzard is for their like cinematics for in-game cinematics that are story related. They'll just be like, you know, the Tides of War aftermath, and then they just leave it at that. They don't like, you know, say, "Oh, bloody X died in here." You know, it's like, why would you? Oh,
Why would you do that? There's just no need. There's just no need.
especially people who get the game like early as well. Like,
Yeah.
it's like, why would you do it? Like,
No, it's the people who like fucking blast through it in the first like fucking 10 hours, just to spoil it for people.
Yeah.
oh, it's just
Yeah.
they get ahead, and it's like, oh my God, I finished it before everyone else. Oh, spoilers! Yes.
Do you know what the word for them is? Cunts.
There we go.
That is definitely the word I would use.
If you're someone who's watching this podcast and you like to spoil things, please unsubscribe because you are a cunt.
Cunt.
Welcome here,
Cunty.
sunshine.
No, not welcome.
No, it just honestly it probably grinds my gears out this.
Spoilers are the one thing that really irk me. Like, you can do anything else, but just don't spoil anything
Or-
for me.
To be fair, there's a couple of YouTubers that I follow that do actually put up like, you know, review of this game, spoilers, and it's like, okay, I know I'm not gonna watch that
Aye.
until I'm.
But it's
finished
like
the
people
game.
who like purposely try and trick you into
Yeah.
like
Yeah.
getting it spoiled.
Clickbait, like,
Whereas like a meme about nothing and then it's like fucking meh 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 meh. Han Solo dies. Meh 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 meh. Like
What?
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 What did you just say?
I said hand job polo
hand job polo.
cries.
Handy Solo.
Yeah. No. To be fair, if you didn't know about that by now, sorry.
It's your fault.
Yeah.
I didn't, but I don't like Star Wars, like, so it's fine.
So it's not exactly like you're gonna find that out anytime
Here's a
soon.
spoiler. It's all a dream.
Oh, what? No way, dude.
Yeah, he went home, woke up, and it was sunny outside, and then all of a sudden,
Aw.
and there was a scene where Darth Vader's jumping on his bed.
Aw.
He's still a
I
boy.
like this.
Who's the one that's in
I
charge
wanna
of
have
Star
a
Wars?
real
Kathleen
thing.
Kennedy. Is that her?
Who?
Kathleen Kennedy, who's the one in charge of Star Wars.
I
Ah,
thought George
she's
Lucas.
no, she's the president of Lucasfilm. Kathleen Kennedy.
Uh,
George Lucas has very little to do with Star Wars now.
Well, I was gonna say, I just remember Disney bought the rights, didn't they?
The
So-
film ends with her waking up, and the world's just all perfect.
Aw.
as it is. Yeah.
As the way it should be.
They all went and had a lovely tea.
Anyway,
Yeah.
what's been happening? Doctor Disrespect. Do you want to talk about this cunt?
Do you know who he is, James?
Do you know
Enlighten me.
Doctor Disrespect is like one of like the highest rated, highest viewed Twitch streamers.
Right. I didn't realize what you said then.
Ah.
Yeah. Okay. I don't know him, but yeah, I get what you're saying.
He was mysteriously banned, like perma-banned for his Twitch, and there's been speculation galore.
Like,
Oh, well.
left, right, and center. But the thing is, Twitch haven't said why he was banned, and he hasn't said why he's banned. But I think he knows why he was banned, but he's not saying why.
He 100% knows why he was banned.
Oh yeah, definitely.
Yeah.
It shows like
Because- Yeah, Graham was going to say it there
there's
before
clip
I rudely interrupted, like I'm doing right now.
It's a clip.
there's clips floating about his last like 30 seconds of his last stream, and he's like panically reading something, and then basically starts like saying we're going to get through this and blah 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 blah, and then his stream just fades away.
His complete demeanor and like his stream persona like switches like that,
Oh really?
like complete like he's reading something that's leading to the ban. Like he knows what's going on, and he's like his complete world just.
Is it like? Is it like?
Might well have been.
Yeah. It's
Yeah,
like reading, and then all of a sudden the gun pops out. And it's just,
It's-
But he was literally like this watching his video, then he was like this. Like
oh right.
evidently something had popped up, and I think it was
Oh,
you,
dear.
Chris, that said that somebody's on the inside who probably told him that his account's about to get banned.
Yeah,
It
he's,
shouldn't
getting
fucking
a heads
surprise
up
me.
that, like, there's a lot of speculation that there's a new streaming service called is it Grime or Gime or something like that. There's a new streaming service kicking up, and people
Okay.
are speculating that he either is after getting a contract with them or like there's so much speculation. There's like he slept with someone, he did something off stream. Like it's up in arms at the moment. No one really knows what's going on, but at the same time, given
Or Brian.
that like. Well,
Brian.
Brime is it? Ah, that's it.
Oh,
I knew it was like something. Well, like Twitch have been saying that they're like going to start banning people for sexual misconduct because a lot of female gamers and people in the industry have come up and said, these people have been doing X, Y, and Z. Like so many
Never.
of them. Like
Wow.
like Angry Joe was accused.
Yeah, I know how you're doing.
Yeah, but it's completely debunked because one thing it was debunked because your one story was completely off the wall and there was inconsistencies, and then now she's after going back and starting deleting stuff to make it look like she's in the right.
Oh
But
right.
people,
Okay.
people have archived it already, like so.
Yeah.
The
Yes,
day
thanks,
she
internet.
accused the day she accused Angry Joe, she was like, "Oh, I need a break from social media, so bye, guys." It's like, cool. You point your finger and run away.
Ah.
bitch.
Yeah.
It's like,
Sums it up. What's the point?
but yeah, there's a lot of internet drama at the moment, and like I don't get involved with it beyond like chatting like this because
Yeah.
there's
What's
no
the
point
point?
in me getting in. But
I say-
I love watching it because it's like,
Oh, aye.
Like
That's
Car
really
Crash
fun.
TV, isn't
Yeah.
it? You just watching, you're just like,
it's like, oh my god, they're doing a backflip.
love it.
that's pretty much that's going on. So I've been checking every so often, and there's no new news at the moment,
No.
which is
What's
balls.
his space then?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
But like you said, like Doctor Disrespect was after just signing like a exclusivity deal with Twitch as well, and he was like going to be getting paid like fucking 10 million a year. So like for the chance of them to jump ship to a
It
newly
must be
starting
something
thing.
serious.
Aye, that's
Yeah.
it's like all these like Me Too allegations and sexual assault things floating about the place now. Like it's that's this video getting banned now. Fuck.
Yeah.
But we have the likes of Ninja and Shroud who were on Mixer. They
Aye.
moved from Mixer because they got exclusive deals. But now with Mixer shut down, there has been a peep from them. So I don't know if they're coming Twitch again, or if they're going to go to a different platform like Facebook Gaming. So the 5 people who watch Facebook Gaming enjoy it.
Yeah, I was gonna say.
Shroud and
Everyone's
fucking
jumping
Ninja
off
just
that.
watch each other.
Yes.
And one of them
Facebook
is
Gaming
Mark
wrong.
Zuckerberg, I'm sure.
Yeah.
Tim
Zuckerberg.
Cook from
Android
Apple.
simulator. He's playing the human simulator. 'Cause,
The human simulator.
yeah, have you seen the way he speaks and just the way he?
What was it he said in that fucking hearing? He was like, I was human once. Or he said something like that. He's like, I used to be human. I'm human. I mean,
Like, people have photoshopped his face onto Commander Data from Star Trek,
Yeah, yeah.
and he just looks like him, and it's freaky.
like, have you seen the videos of him getting like fucking? He's
I
like
love it.
in the fucking the House of Congress, and they're fucking like having a go at him. He's just,
He's just there like,
Yeah, yeah.
and then he
Uh,
and then the way he drinks, like the water never touches. He goes like that.
is this how you
No.
human look?
I was gonna say I've watched
Human
the
drink.
conspiracy theory series on it. It's
Oh man,
honestly
that's a fucking
hilarious.
rabbit hole if ever I've seen one. Like,
Oh,
Oh, honestly, like you
Never
could
people-
just sit, you could literally sit there for hours just watching it.
but they start making sense. The deeper you get, it makes
like
more
that.
and more sense. Like,
I know, but
and
to be
more you look
fair,
like Charlie from Always Sunny.
to be fair though, I gotta be honest. I mean, I watch documentaries that make flat earthers sound like a thing, so they're like, oh yeah, and you could fall, and you're like, some of it's like, oh yeah, and then they say something really fucking stupid, and you're like, oh yeah, that's why. It's not
stupid,
right.
like the Earth is flat and you go fall off the edge. Aye.
That's usually the ending of it where I get to. Yeah, I'm just like, oh
Is that not how they start it?
no.
The Earth is flat, and
No.
there's the big ice one. There's a dragon.
They're like, so the thing is, right?
Shut up, Mum.
Cool.
Whoa, you guys doing the push-up glasses thing without even having glasses? What the fuck is this like? I'm so impressed right now. I'm gonna ban you both from Twitch.
You should feel oppressed, Specky.
Yeah, that's right. 4 eyes. Yeah, that's right. Love it. 4 eyes.
My retard eyes.
You can't use VR properly.
It's like I'm so hard.
Outside I'm smiling, but inside I'm dead.
Just
It's
a little
fine.
crit.
We kind of get in trouble because we're disabled because we've got a gaming addiction. So
So yeah,
take
That's why
that,
I'm drinking banana milk on
SGWs.
stream.
that's it.
Banana milk. Banana milk.
Banana milk. I had it after my spaghetti.
Spagoogie.
Oh,
I love
man.
that Keen was saying that afterwards, like for a good, 2 hours.
What?
It's spagoogie.
Spagoogie. I told you.
Like,
Sorry, what?
yeah, you were telling me that's.
About the being on the bus?
Yeah, did you tell James?
No. So Keane got into a big thing. He's saying spaghetti like a stereotypical Italian,
Okay.
right? And the last time we were over in Scotland, just me and him, we were on the bus going through the airport to my mum's, and there was a load of Italians on the bus. So Keane's heard the accent and has loud as fuck just went spaghetti like, but he does the fingers as well, which is the funniest part.
I bet they were all like that.
They were too busy like just shouting at themselves, shouting at each other. I don't know what they're doing. Being abused by a fucking 4-year-old. Spaghetti, motherfuckers.
Spaghetti.
Oh man, that is hilarious.
And he gets away with it. He gets away with it as well. I was pissing myself laughing.
How can you not?
Oh man, I was fucking skitting laughing. Like,
That's comedy gold, that
it's
is.
fucking amazing.
Anyone in that situation will be laughing like that.
Oh,
That's
No.
amazing.
If you'd been about fucking 20 years older, you would have been in some shit. You would have seriously had his head kicked in.
nah, I'd have still been laughing. I'd have still been there laughing massive.
Oh, brilliant. So, where did the Italian thing actually come from? Where did he pick that up from? Has he been watching The Simpsons?
I
Or something?
honestly can't even remember. I think he just said it one day,
Oh, right.
and then I started laughing, and then it became a thing. So because I laughed, he wanted to keep making me
That was
laugh.
yeah, okay. That was like, okay, Dad says it's fine. We can do
Aye.
this.
Yes.
Yeah, because you started making like spag ball for them one day, and he kept like he'd take a spoonful, and then he'd come over and he'd go spaghetti, and then he'd go back and eat more. Loading this would be like he'd be like he'd jog, and then he'd slow down, and he'd be like spaghetti, and then next thing ever. Oh, it's amazing.
You didn't show a weakness to it, did you, Chris? You didn't say like, "Oh, don't do that,"
Oh, no.
because that's the worst.
To be fair, you've not got time. He runs up to you, says spaghetti, runs away again.
That's the worst thing. If you go to them like, "Don't ever do that again," they're like that. I'm gonna do it again.
I know what you're saying, Dad.
Oh, when he does that stuff to me, I just start breaking out laughing. It's
Oh,
the best
yeah.
thing ever.
It's fucking hard when you're here and he's acting like a wee dick. Because you're laughing and I'm like, yeah, stop it.
Yeah.
Parenting. I am a good parent. I am a good parent. Honestly, I'm a good parent.
You think
don't,
I laugh?
don't take this 10-second annoyance as an
Yeah, I
example.
don't. But like, the thing is, like, I laugh. But I know I shouldn't.
Aye.
And then it just like, 'cause I know he shouldn't be doing it, but at the same time, it's like, this is amazing.
Oh man.
It's like,
But see, I'm like that on the inside as well. Like
Yeah.
I'm like, this is fucking hilarious, but no.
Isn't it the hardest?
Oh man, it's definitely the hardest part of parenting.
Yeah, like
And
when
it's
the
like-
baby when the baby does it, you'll like throw something down on the floor in such dramatics, and he'll be like, and you're just like, oh my god, don't. You're like, that's really naughty. Don't do that. And you're like, yeah, you're just like, oh, the amount of times I've had to go to like my wife and you just go, you deal with it. I can't.
I love being a
Honestly.
dad.
So bad. Being a dad's the best. But yeah. So anyway, where were we?
So what else has been happening? What else has been happening in the world of news? Talking to The Last of Us 2. There's no
Yeah.
DLC planned for it.
None at
But
all.
there is a multiplayer game coming. There is a multiplayer option coming to it.
Yeah, I thought that was what. Wasn't that meant to be the multiplayer, or are they just making it into a full game now?
Oh, I don't know. They've confirmed that there's not going to be any gameplay DLC. There's not going to be any expansion to the story, but the next thing that comes is going to be multiplayer. Which I don't know how I feel about, because the other multiplayer was alright. Like, it wasn't a
the
big
first one.
thing.
I never played it, so
It was alright, like. It's literally just like it is in game. Like, when you're sneaking past fireflies and stuff like that, and try and kill
No.
them. It's pretty much what it's like.
fair enough.
I wouldn't say it's
Like-
groundbreaking by any sense, like, but that's just me.
Yeah.
Naughty Dog are pretty good at multiplayer because it was very big in Uncharted. Their Uncharted multiplayer was like massive, but then again, that had like team deathmatch, that had like free for all.
Mm.
Yeah. It was
Well, I
basically
know-
Fortnite.
I know a few people who liked the I forgot what it was fucking called in the first game. I know it was a
Factions.
thing. Yeah, something like that. I know a few people liked it, but I never like. By the time I played The Last of Us, the game was kind of coming to the end of its like life cycle.
Mm.
Or I just didn't want to pay. Like I didn't want to pay for PS Plus at the time.
Oh.
So, yeah,
Don't
I
want to
just
be
had that
giving
thing.
Sony that gorgeous money now.
Yeah, it was just like until like I think I started playing online properly when the PS4 hit.
Aye.
Yeah. PS3 I did a little bit.
I played it for a while, but I just couldn't get into it.
Yeah.
Wait, no, I did play a lot of PS online on the PS3 because I think it was free on the PS3. I can't remember because I know I played Uncharted with a friend.
Yeah,
Um,
it was, I think, until the PS4 come out, and then I think it was like a universe, all right, if you're paying for it on there, it'll count on your thing. I think you can't. Yeah, if I remember rightly.
Because I think Xbox always charged for it, then PlayStation jumped on the bandwagon.
Yeah.
Everybody pissed and moaned for about 3 hours, and then they
Yeah.
ended up just buying it anyway.
It is good value for money for what you're getting. That's the
Yeah.
way I see it.
Yeah.
like even not the free games, like the server. Well, I want to say the servers, but like that's hit or miss at times.
Oh no,
The
I've not had a
games are
problem
hit and miss as well. Like,
hmm.
The games are, but then again, I've had points where I've like gone to buy a game and it's like purchased, and I'm like, and then I realize it's through PS Plus, like, yeah, and that's quite nice. When that happens, it's like,
but then you've only got them as long as you still got PS Plus.
this is true, but I don't think I'll ever go without.
I'm just so ingrained to it coming at my account every month now that I didn't even pay attention to it.
Yeah, I just do the yearly subscription and then just boom, done.
The
Around Christmas time, GameStop do a sale for you usually get like 20 quid off it. So you get like the year for 20 quid list, which is really nice.
Yeah,
there's usually like a deal at like Christmas or January time on the store where it's like pay for 9 months and get 12 or something like that. Or you get 12 months, you get like 3 free or something like that.
Yeah.
We don't have GameStop over here. We just have game,
which is
Game.
great.
Game.
The last time I was in Wales, I went to a game in Cardiff.
Right.
It's like shopping, like mall kind of thing. It was like a
St.
giant-
David's.
Probably.
Yeah, it is. Yeah, that's a big shopping mall.
And the only reason why I popped in there, well, like I had a buddy who used to live there. He's now in Finland with his missus.
Nice.
They were doing Pokemon codes that you can only get up in store. So I just went in there and I was like, can I just get 2 or 3? And they were like, look, we have like a bunch left over. Do you want them? And I was like, yes, please.
Okay.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. For do you know what? They're not that bad for a game store. Although I will say I was a little bit annoyed the other day because obviously they've started opening that game back up over here now. So I actually went in. Well, I went to go in one, and there's a guy on the door. And he's like, "Oh, what are you gonna buy?" And I'm like, "I don't know yet. I've just come to have a look at the PlayStation games." And he was like, "Oh, you can't come in and just browse. You have to like know what you want to buy." I'm like,
I'm coming to buy a game.
I have come here to travel because, like, me and my wife had this big discussion on the way home. She was like, "I can't believe that." I was like, "I know." The thing is, it's like, the way I work it anyway. I don't know if you boys are the same, but I'll go into a game store and I'll have a look at what sort of takes my fancy, and then I'll kind of judge it on the price. So if there's like it's reduced at that moment in time, I will more than likely buy it, especially if it's likely to go back up again because it's on offer at that moment in time. Without that, I don't always go in there just to buy whatever game.
No.
Sometimes I just like having a little browse, look in the used section as well, because it doesn't bother me. It has to be brand new. I'd rather, you know, as long as I get to play the game and the disc works, I don't really care. Do you know what I mean? It's like I bought The Witcher before. I bought like the special edition thing for that, and it was like cheap as anything because it was second hand and happy days. And that's what I go in there for. So it kind of really annoyed me when I was like, I can't even just come in and look. I get the distancing thing, but surely that's the whole point, you know. And bear in mind, I like went into Poundland after that, and there's people just jumping over each other,
licking each other.
Like, it's just like, oh, I don't get it.
I don't understand. Like, if it was like, okay, you can go in, but you have like 10 minutes to do it. You know.
Yeah.
You know,
like 10 or 15 people in the shop, and that's it at a time.
Yeah, it's like. Because like that's what I do in GameStop as well. Like before all this, like I like having quick browse. I might not buy anything. I just walk up, but it's just nice to have a gander to see what's on sale.
Yeah.
Sometimes their website might not have a sale, and then you have to go in store to check. But,
Yeah.
Like your point, like your man saying, you have to know what you buy. If I knew what I wanted to buy, I would just bought it online. You know.
Exactly.
Yeah.
No,
Exactly.
so-
That's it, and that's what really got to me. I was just like, I go in there, the amount of times I go in game and I end up buying something that I never even thought I was going to buy. Like I've gone in there before and bought like just things that are reduced. You know what I mean? On offer.
yeah.
You see like a keychain every now and again or something. It's like, oh yeah, I'll pick that up. Oh, there's this PlayStation game. You know, it was like 35 quid, and they've reduced it down to like 12.99 or what? You know what? Whatever.
Yeah,
It's
they
just
sometimes
like-
have the 2 for 3 and stuff like that. You know, like buy 2 get the third one cheapest.
yeah.
Like, you know, so
That as well, and also the special editions sometimes they drop down in price a little bit if they've got too much stock there, and it's just like, again, it's one of those things. It's like I bought what are they called, Pixel Pals. Have you heard of them? 2 seconds.
Wait, then I can just Google it.
never mind, he's gone.
He's gone. Oh, aye.
Right. So there's I never in a million years would have probably bought this online, but I saw it and I thought, do you know what, that's really fucking cool.
Aye.
Oh,
and if you knock it on, it's a little light.
Huh,
Oh, that's
that's
cool.
cool.
That's what I mean. I would never a million years have looked online and thought I'm going to buy that, but I went into a game and it,
And
it
it
was
was
it was on offer for like £5,
oh
and I
cool.
thought, do you know what I mean?
Aye.
I'm down for that. Absolutely down
But
for
that's
that. So
the shit you would search for online.
that's not what I would have
Like
searched
you
for at
you would
all.
just walk past it, like, or you just
I would,
Yeah,
scroll
but it was
past it.
just
you would throw it past it. Yeah,
Uh,
like
yeah. It was like they had the little box and all, and I was like, cool. I'll do that. Do you know what I mean?
Mm.
So it proper annoyed me. It really, really, really
that
pissed
would
me
have annoyed
off.
me as well.
Yeah.
That's pissed me off. You saying that, to be honest.
Yeah. But that's what I mean. It's like I get the whole pandemic thing, but there's a reason why they're only letting so many people in stores, and there's a 2 meter distance between them. There was literally no one in that store,
Mm.
bar the guy behind the counter and him. And it's like
Oh, he power trip like, oh no, you
Oh,
can't
yeah.
come in here. Oh no,
you will
ooh.
feel the wrath of my fucking wang, is what he said. And I was like,
He's like that. Look, I've got a pass. I've got a pass. Like, I'm in charge.
yeah,
I've got a
You know,
badge.
you should have done before he left. Like, had a quick glance in and be like, oh, could you get me a copy of that? And then just walked away. So he had that one for.
yeah.
And
Oh.
by the time you come out, you're gone.
You know the Wii games away at the back there. You know the blue one. That one. Can you go get it for me?
That one.
I want that.
Put away.
Yeah.
And then you should have licked the handle so you couldn't get out.
It's coughed all over it.
No, but like I said, what's the fucking point in that? They're just gonna lose trade, and at this point, I mean, people are, with things like Amazon and everything else, it's kind of like, these sorts of shops are gonna start dying, which is a sad thing for me because I don't know about you lads, but growing up, that was one of my favorite pastimes, going into like Blockbuster or some shit.
100%.
What game am I gonna get?
Like there's a GameStop here, just up there,
Yeah.
like in Ballincollig, just up there.
Yeah.
When I first moved over, and like one of the first things I used to do on like a regular basis was just walk up and go in, and walk around and then come and just come back out again.
Yeah,
Like
love it.
I fucking
It's just nice to browse, like, it's just nice to
Aye.
get an idea. Because we used to have a game here in Cork. It's actually it's next to the McDonald's Scrum.
I remember you saying that.
It used to be around 2 to 3 times bigger than the GameStop down the road.
Oh
Like,
wow.
It used to go way
That's cool.
back.
Yeah.
That's where I bought my copy of Resident Evil 3 on PlayStation before. So,
Nice.
now-
Here we go.
here we go.
Any excuse.
I was just thinking, we gotta. I know, I can see it. I was literally just thinking, he hasn't mentioned Resident Evil yet. I even got the hint of Umbrella Corporation, and he didn't bite.
I was saving my time. Waiting for the draft card.
Here
He
we
was
go.
waiting until 40 minutes into the recording, and he's like, "Right, bomb time."
But,
Resident Evil 3, fuck!
it was just speaking of the special editions, like they had this was I'd say a couple of years before they moved out of Ireland, which is a shame because it was nice to have competition. It's nice to have a source. It's like, okay, it's like it's €20 cheaper in game. Let me go over there instead, kind of thing. But
Yeah.
the more times I'd walk back and forth, be like, okay, this price is there, that price is there, that price is there, this is the price. This is before like cameras had, were included in your phone kind of thing. I didn't have a phone at the time.
Yeah.
But I got the Assassin's Creed 1 Collector's Edition, became like a Statue of Altair and just a game. It was just a thing, but like it was like 90 quid on launch or something. And I walked in there and it was like they were trying to get rid of it, and it was only 20 quid, like unboxed and stuff. And I was like, no brainer. I didn't even come in to get it. I just
No.
spotted it on the way out.
That's what I mean, though. Yeah.
20 quid. I was like, oh yeah, take it, guys. No, every day, give it to me.
Yeah, exactly. That's what I mean. It's just, it doesn't make any sense, does it? And these businesses are going to go under if it continues like this. Do you know what I mean?
Fucking
Grim.
yeah, and motherfucker, then what's he gonna do? Stop you from buying an online order? Oh, you come to the online shop.
You should have stood in front of him and ordered something for another shop.
Oh,
Like
you
went
should
on
have
Amazon.
You should go onto the game website and then pick up.
Oh, click and collect that.
Go back there. Go back there
Yeah.
quickly.
Go get it, bitch.
Yeah.
Go back there 10 o'clock at night.
Oh, no, it
Wait
just-
for him to open.
Like I said, it really irritates me. I don't know. Another one that I used to love, and they've gone now, is Game Station. Did you ever have that?
Oh, I fucking loved Game Station.
I don't
Yeah,
think we have him
Game
here.
Station. Game Station was the fucking best. I
Game
love
Station made me so sad when it closed.
I know. It
Didn't have
literally.
a Sky Channel.
Sorry?
Say that again.
Didn't they have a Sky Channel?
No, it's Babe Station.
Babe Station.
which was used to be Game Station before it, because then they tagged it on at the end of their like broadcast.
Really?
Yeah, Game Station used to be a thing. Your man
I feel
Larry
like you just made
Jr.
that
used
up.
to be a part of them.
No, I think I know what you're talking about. Actually, was that called Game Station? Was it the game show thing that used to be on Sky back in the
It
day?
used to be like the first one. Hang on, I'm just gonna Google
Yeah,
it.
yeah. Oh, speaking of Sky, actually, I will bring it up. Have you seen that they've brought out Beehive Bedlam as an app?
What? No way.
Yes, yes. The Beehive Bedlam, the old Sky
That's
game.
Oh
Honestly.
God, no!
What?
Why? Why did you bring that out?
What? What's wrong with you?
I was gonna say you kind of gotta elaborate a little bit here. None of us can see what you're
You,
looking
you,
at.
you're a freak. Oh, you can't see my
Oh.
screen anymore.
It's not Game Station. Sorry, it was Game Network.
Oh.
Game Network on Sky. Yeah.
Yeah, I remember watching it. They'll
Oh,
never
the-
beat movie games and videos, mind.
Oh man,
It wasn't-
aye. Movie game
Ah,
MGV.
yeah, man. I absolutely watched that religiously.
That was.
You know what? I actually remember when the PS2 come out and they were showing Gran Turismo 2 on there and me being like, so real graph. Oh my god, the graphics of this look incredible. And like looking back now, I'm like, oh man, they do not look realistic at all. But at the time, they were incredible.
2 seconds. I gotta close on Chrome because I look like an anime character right now.
Oh, I can see it in your glasses. It's giving it away.
There we go.
I can see
What's
hentai written backwards.
Whoa, what?
What?
What? What? Who?
I said
Um.
backwards in your glasses. I can see hentai.
Hentai.
Well, yeah, I actually miss those gaming shows that were used to be on like there used to be
Yeah.
one on Sky.
Games
one as well.
Master.
I remember that.
the dude in
Games
fucking-
Master. Well, you should remember it. I mean, what was the name of the guy who's Scottish? Wasn't he the presenter? Oh man.
Oh, he was a nippy wee bastard. I hated him with a passion. He looked like a fucking weasel.
I love it.
There was I think I've said this before, but there was a channel called Jinx TV when Keane was born. Like I used to get up in the middle of the night to watch it, and it was just like it was like the same 4 hours of TV just like repeated through the day until the following day, and then it was a different 4
Dominic
hours.
Diamond.
Dominic Diamond, he's a fucking
There he
cock.
is. I love it.
I don't know. I'd say he's alright, but I think he just.
Man, they did 7 series of that show.
Uh,
I've only watched like 2 of them.
he looks like Gary Glitter.
He does a bit.
He's got a look of a guy who's never been slapped in the face before, and coming from Scotland, that's fucking hard. Like,
Hang on, right? I got to point this out, right? I've searched for Games Master, and it's got people also search for Thumb Bandits.
what's that?
Thumb Bandits. I have no idea.
Oh,
I was
Oh,
a
is it
channel.
bandits
Hold
fucking
on.
people's thumbs?
Thumb Bandits was a British television series that aired on Channel 4 from 2001 to 2002.
oofed.
It looks horrendous.
Which is why it probably only lasted a year.
Oh, aye. And Sir Patrick Moore was the actual games master himself,
Yeah.
like the big fucking head.
Yeah.
Good times.
But
Can't
Game
buy it.
Network on Sky, it transitioned into like an Italian thing. First it was like all English, and then they had like English and Italian, and then it went from Italian full on Italian, and then it changed over to the nudie nudes.
Nudes.
Yeah,
And the
which is great.
nutties. All about the
Like-
nutties.
Yeah, Chris watching gameplay one day, and then there's some young one.
Then your mum and dad
Exactly.
walk in.
was
Oh,
like-
I wasn't watching Honest Mum.
I was watching
I was watching
Mario
a game.
before this, and
I
there's
really
probably
was.
mushroom tips here now.
I love it.
I missed there being like a dedicated TV channel, like a dedicated gaming TV channel. Like,
Well, to be fair, that's the one thing about YouTube that I absolutely love now is actually the you don't need it.
I don't know, like because like remember like MTV, you would like Kerrang and Scuzz, you would just kind of flick onto it, and then you would just like you would listen to whatever's
true.
on, then you'd find new
Right.
stuff.
Yeah, but the thing is, if you go on to YouTube and you click autoplay, it'll just find stuff like it as well.
I know why, but like with algorithms stuff like that, like it'll automatically find stuff that you have watched in the past.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah.
the thing I liked about that Jinx TV is like it would have like all these wee shows and they talk about like different things and then they talk about games that I've never fucking heard of, and
Yeah.
you know then it'd make me Like
It's kinda hard to
it's like you walking into a game shop not knowing what you're going to buy.
Yeah. No, I get what you mean.
I mean, like, don't get me wrong, YouTube is I don't know, I didn't see
Well, I
what.
love YouTube. Like YouTube's fucking fantastic for stuff like that. But like, I can't
Yeah.
sit and relax and watch YouTube. I don't know why.
Goddamn Halo on a Tube TV. God, that brings me back.
God
Yeah.
damn it.
That's how I played my original Halo like that.
Yeah?
Yeah, and my uncle, he gave me our first Xbox original,
Oh,
but
nice.
it would like overheat or something. So after every 40 minutes, you have to turn off the console for like an hour. I don't know why. Like after every
I was
level of
gonna
Halo,
say,
it would
I
crash.
played the original Xbox back in the day, and I never saw that. I didn't have one, but
Yeah, it was just like a faulty system, unfortunately.
Oh.
But at the time, like I'm like, it's a new system. I don't give a shit if I have to wait, you know. So
Yeah,
after every level of Halo, I'd have to turn off the console for an hour and then
Aye.
boot it back up again. So that's how I cleared Halo 1. It took like twice as long, but like it was the journey. Um,
nah,
and then
fantastic console though.
that same year, then my parents got me an actual brand new one with Halo 2, and that's the console I'm giving Graham. So, hey.
Oy.
I'll keep you safe then, where
Sorry, mum and dad.
Yeah.
there
It's
was
just like,
a.
so I'm just gonna say like all the games I liked on the original Xbox are on PC now and stuff like so. You know, I still have the original copies that I'm gonna keep myself, but you know.
But the
just
thing
no
is,
use for
like
console.
anything that's here when everybody comes over, like it's going to be fucking plugged in. Like we're going to be
Oh,
playing
that's good.
fucking everything.
That's good.
Which I'm annoyed I never thought about. Like when you were over, like when I was going through my stuff earlier on, I remembered I had two fucking N64 controllers, and I was like, we
Oh,
could have
man.
fucking sat there and blasted N64 for like a day.
Oh man.
Nice.
One
Next time.
other game I did find was my bag's over there, forget it. I like
I'm not getting that.
no, actually I will. Fuck it.
Here we go. Taking one for the team.
First world problem.
Yeah, we'll have to talk about when we head over what exactly console wise we'll be doing because I got controllers and stuff here, obviously.
Aye, I'd say we'll figure something out, like
There's,
because as long as I've got the games to play as well, like because I'd want about 2 or 3 controllers at least, like.
Yeah,
Oh.
that's the thing. Oh, here he goes.
um,
Here he goes.
so I don't know if I want to leave these here until I bring them over to you next time, or do you want to see them now?
I don't know.
Fuck it, go for it.
I go for it. I fuck it.
I suppose it'll make content.
Aye,
Yeah.
content.
Yeah.
These are a few things for Graham that I'll be giving him because like they're no use to me and he wants to collect them. I don't think you had this on your list, but
Ooh, fucking
nice.
hell! That's getting played the shit out of.
yeah.
God,
Um,
what
are
a
the
treat.
Xbox original games for you? Because I don't think I saw much.
Doom was the only one I've got.
You-
Doom
you
3's the only one.
original.
To be fair, that's all you really need.
That's all.
Actually, I'll start with the GameCube games first. So
Oh, look at this.
you know this one already,
Ooh.
and
Oh my god.
and I don't know if you've ever played this, but I thought you might be interested. 13.
Ooh,
Nice.
I like that. aye.
It's a great game.
I've never
Yeah,
played it, but I
nice.
like the art design. It.
Yeah, it's pretty good.
It's very
So,
sexy.
See, now, I love how you mock Borderlands 3, but yet you're okay with that.
No, see that's what I was saying the last time we spoke, or was it to you, or was it to Chris? I can't remember. But like, I was basically given. Sorry, Chris, 2 seconds. But
No, take
back
your
in the day, I didn't used to like Wind Waker. Like I didn't like how it was.
Oh, you
Like I
said
didn't like I didn't like how it was
I can't
designed.
think the aesthetic, yeah.
Aye, like it pissed me off, and like I didn't really enjoy playing it, but I played it anyway because it was a Zelda game. But
Yeah.
kind of since like, all because we were talking about Persona. Me and Chris were talking about Persona when it was over,
Oh, nice.
and basically I was saying like since starting this channel, like I've kind of started liking things that I didn't used to like because aye. So now I'm kind of getting like, I like looking at it now, like I've kind of seen different games like designed like the same way
Yeah.
Zelda was with the cell shading and stuff like that, and I thought that's actually quite nice.
Yeah, can't
So
fault it.
I'm kind of trying to broaden my horizons and all that good stuff.
That's the-
Right, get talk over.
I only have 4 original Xbox games for you, and I'm not too sure if you want one of them. But this one I thought was pretty cool to have. It has like, you know, Space Invader.
Oh, yeah.
Ooh,
Yeah,
That's a
all
banging
the classic games.
aye,
Yeah.
100%.
So,
Yeah. it's tidy.
This game is a bit controversial among the fans. I enjoyed it for a first playthrough, but it wasn't as good as the first two. Dino Crisis 3.
Ooh, I get a bash.
It, this one I think you already have on PC, but I think it's a fucking phenomenal game. Oddworld Stranger's Wrath.
I've never played that.
Oh my god, that is a fucking fantastic
It's
game.
such
You're a
game.
lucky bastard, Graham. You're a lucky bastard. That is a fucking amazing game.
And since you're a fan of the series, MGS2 Substance.
Ooh,
So there you go.
Daddy's happy. Daddy's very happy. That's much appreciated, Chris. Thank you very much.
And I might as well show you. No, so this is Jess's. Her friend gave it to her, but she gave it to me. Killer Instinct on the N64.
Oh, nice.
But the box is really beat up, as you can see.
That's all right.
To be fair, those boxes were absolute garbage.
Oh,
I've got like two box N64 games, and they're both just battered to fuck.
But the
I
itself is really nice condition. So
there you go. Happy days.
Very nice.
Really, really clean.
Ooh, and if any of them don't work for whatever reason, because over time they do sort of like, with it gets all shit all over it and whatever. If they don't work, just a little tip, just the smallest amount of Brasso and a Q-tip, rub it across the each side of the cart, and you gotta literally make sure that it's dry by the time you finish, because otherwise, what'll happen is it's a bit like resurfacing a disc. So you shouldn't leave it on. There should be no residue left. But as long as you do that, it'll play your games no problem. Because just a little story to go with that. My cousin whipped out his old N64 about a year ago now, and he was like, "Oh man, none of the games work on it. None of the games work at all." And I was like, "Don't worry, I'll come help you." So I literally sat there and done about 13 N64 games, one after another. And it was like, I put it in, it wouldn't work. I do that, I put it in again, and it works straight away. So if you do come into contact with that, that's your way forward.
Awesome stuff.
Yep.
I'd say the amount of shit that came off it as well was satisfyingly unreal.
Well, the thing is, because it's Brasso, and it's technically taken a bit off, it'll never run clean off the first couple of scrapes. You go through a fair amount of Q-tips with it as well, but it's just a little thing. Like I said, if they work, don't worry about it. But if they don't, if it's definitely like you've tried it like 3 or 4 times and don't work, to do that.
Oh,
little fun. Yeah.
Awesome stuff. Thanks very much, Chris. That's much appreciated, man. Thank you very much.
No worries. Like I said, they're not being used, and they're just not even being displayed. So
look at that Japanese titty in his glasses. Can you see that?
Ooh, actually, it's us. It's us. I'm trying to see if I can make the camera less scan liney, but look, it's better quality than my laptop camera, so I'll do that.
I can actually make all of you out now.
Ooh, you want to make up with me?
Don't tell anyone.
This is where watchers please click over to our OnlyFans.
Yes, click now. Click one of us.
Link in the description.
I had a few SNES games that I was going to give Graham, but I can't find them anywhere. Like I had the likes of Link to the Past, I had Battletoads, stuff like that, but I just can't find them. I don't know where they're gone. And I was saying to Graham, I got them in a car boot sale, a bag of them for a $5, and they had all that in it.
I miss those days. When I first started boot sailing, I actually managed to get so many games like that. I literally just be like, how much for all this? And they'd be like, £1. And take it all. I don't care if there's a million FIFAs in there. I still got me some games.
I hope we get that luck now when we start doing it as well.
I hope so.
We find some gems,
The only problem with today is the internet, and people go, "Oh, I got this PS1 game, right? And it's absolutely amazing, right? It's David Beckham football, and it's worth £100. So give me 30, and I will call it quits." Is that? And you're like, what? What? Really?
Enjoy going senile, old woman.
Yeah. Honestly, the amount of people at boot sales now that are just they think they got gold, and it's no. And it's
No.
The best one is because as you do, you check on CX and all the rest of it. And when I was looking on there, and eBay's the best one. Oh, they got it on eBay for £25. It's that's been on this since 2005, and there's a reason nobody's fucking bought it. Just
Fuck
try.
People,
Beep boop
It
beep.
just
you know.
it just literally drives shit into me. I'm
Aye.
just like, fuck. Do you know what I mean? What's that about?
I don't know. We'll see anyway. I'm looking forward to kind of getting into the whole hunt thing anyway. There's a fair few kind of charity shops and things like that up in the city centre that I'm wanting to
Ooh, same
Yeah.
as
peruse soon. So maybe one
Absolutely.
weekend we do that.
Yeah, no, I'm 100% down for that. And like I said, there's a good couple of boot sales over here. So if you guys head over this direction, we'll sort it out.
100%. Oh, we go to Cheddar.
Just
Go
like
cheddar boots. Yeah,
save for months, and you just go over with a big wad and just like
yeah.
cardboard sale,
Yeah.
retro store, you know.
The amount of times though that I like go to like cheddar or there's a couple around by me. Whenever I go, I always find I never take enough. I'm like, I'll just take out 50 quid. I won't spend 50 quid, and then like I'm like, oh my god, look at this, look at that, look at that. And
Who
Just
needs
never-
to eat for the week, you know, when there's
Yeah.
baked beans
Aye.
and cans, like, you know.
exactly noodles,
Yeah,
three
there,
for a
there we
pack.
go, man. Man, noodles are the food of kings,
Yes.
Absolutely,
the actual food of champions.
ramen, just can't go wrong.
I mean, anything that boils in water, like that you can make in 2 minutes, is just like
Cooks
blessed
itself in
food,
water.
like, you know?
Oh no, honestly. I tell you what, I've actually got into just talking about that. When I've been working so many nights, I just haven't been asked to make myself food. So I've been picking up these Sharwood's chicken tikka pots.
Mm.
If you had to see them, right? Honestly, they are amazing. They're rice. They're not noodles. They're rice.
Yeah.
But you pour the water in, give it like 2 or 3 minutes, and then nom, 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 nom. Amazing.
They have
It's,
some variations like that here as well.
Yeah.
Like not the same brand, but like, you know, you get like rice mix in it, and it's delicious. It's
Oh,
like,
Yeah.
my only problem is like, it's like, this is delicious, but I'll eat another 5 of you, you know.
See, that's what
Yeah,
keeps getting me, aye.
I know.
Because it's like 35 cents a packet and you buy like 5. And like the other
Yeah.
day I got like
Oh.
mac and cheese ones and I put 3 of them in a bowl together. And I had a big fucking massive bowl of fucking mac and cheese for like, in like 5 minutes. I was like, yes!
Yeah,
It's like,
that's what I'm talking about.
And like half of
There
it
you
was
go,
still crunchy, but I was like, oh fuck it, it's so nice.
there you go. You've got like a cheap meal there for yourself for under a quid, like, so
There you
there you
go.
go. You know,
Yeah, exactly. Can't fault that.
there we go,
Mhm.
guys. We're already saving. We're already saving.
Already saving.
Think about all the games. All
Aye.
the games.
Kian, Oren, Marie, I hope you enjoy your ready-made noodles for the next 6 months.
Thanks, Dad.
My son is a fucking nightmare with food anyway, so I don't really have to worry. It's just
Right,
like,
is he picky? Is he or? No.
yeah, I don't know where the fuck he gets it from. My sister was a bit like that. I was a fat fuck as a kid. I literally was that kid that you would laugh and point at because he was so fat. That would be me.
That's me all the time.
Yeah. Well, I'm slowly getting back into it now, but I'm fine with that. You know, dad life and it. But
The dad life.
like I said, there was a point where I slimmed down a little bit, but I literally was that fat fucking kid, and I don't even care. Do you know what I mean? But no, my son is the complete opposite. So he literally lives on biscuits and shit. So
Biscuits and shit.
tell me about it.
Biscuits and tea. What a life.
Oh, I wish he liked tea. No, the kid drinks milk like it's going out of fashion, but apart from that, no.
Don't blame him. You know, nothing like a good old cold glass of milk and some bickies.
Yeah, oh, he
Oh,
loves
aye.
it. Loves it.
Some bickies and milk. Bickies.
I tell you, I tell you what I'm getting into. I love Mexican food anyway, but I've started getting into the habit now of buying Doritos, mozzarella, and Doritos actually do like their own sauce mix, like salsa.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah, yeah. Did like dip.
Bung
Yeah.
that on there. Nice little mound of cheese on top. Oh, it's disgustingly good.
That sounds amazing.
No,
Graham.
honestly, it's so good.
Graham actually makes really, really nice homemade like what is it? What's
Chili?
What is it that you cook?
the
Chili.
word?
Chili? Cheese sauce?
You do it with the
Nachos?
tortillas. Nachos and cheese, like, but, like
Oh, the thing that I was basically just saying.
yeah. But he does a really nice homemade version of
What's
it.
those things that you put on and then with
Yeah,
the
yeah,
cheese?
put a bit of
the
cheese,
stuff
you know,
in the-
cheese.
in your mouth.
Cheese.
Why did I not do them over the weekend? That's annoying.
I don't know, because probably we
think
had
of it.
copious amounts of alcohol and we needed to soak it up with greasy food.
That's true. 100% true.
That breakfast yesterday, was it? That was
glorious.
just, that killed me.
That was
That killed me.
glorious.
Like, the entire day.
I
Graham made like the nicest fry up that I've had in a long time, and it just
Oh,
killed
really?
me. Yeah, it just I was dead for the day. I almost fell asleep.
You
I made up
die.
for that time.
That's
Yeah.
called the itis. That is literally called the itis. And if you guys
Oh,
watch Boondocks,
The what? Leonidas.
watch Boondocks.
Boondocks. No.
the Boondock Saints.
Hold on. You really need to watch this.
Is it the not cartoon, the anime that's
You got it.
with the African American folk?
That's the one.
Yeah, I've seen like gifs of that around the internet, and I can't repeat them on stream.
No.
No, but you know what I'm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I watch Boondocks.
Yeah.
Honestly, you have to watch it. But
Was
watch
it?
with this.
It's an anime, is it?
It is an anime, but it's funny as fuck. It's brilliant. But that particular scene, whenever anyone talks about, we eat so much so you want to go to sleep, I bring up that clip. I always talk about it. I love it. One of my buddies from the States showed it to me a long, long time ago. And he was saying to me, he said to me about the itis. And I'm like, the fuck are you talking about? He's like, Boondocks, watch it.
Because
And
I was like, what the fuck?
That's me sold.
I love that Graham got Leonidas from that, and I was like, what, 300?
I was like, what?
Spartan? What? Fuck off, Matt.
Eat like a Spartan, then fall asleep.
That's the dream. That's what we're all waiting for.
But no, that's why my stomach's fucked. Like, for the pizza and the kebab the night before, that fucking huge fry up then, and
doesn't
then
it?
having pizza again
Good.
that night. I have been very gluttonous. It's been very good, very good.
Actually, speaking of the weekend, it was my first time. I think my first time properly like sitting down with a 4K TV. Because
Really?
and like the difference is like stunning. Like,
Do you feel like
You
you're
don't
rubbing dirt in your eyes now when you're watching normal TV?
like even these monitors, like they're quad HD and their refresh rate is high. So like going back to a normal refresh rate feels a bit weird for me. But like seeing 4K, like Graham downloaded the Matrix, the first one. Like he got like a 60 gig download. And like the small things you notice, it's just like even for a download, because the download isn't going to be like as perfect as like the Blu-ray, but still like you're like whoa. But then you throw on like some nature stuff, and I'm like oh,
Aye.
like
Yeah.
the colors are just like
Stick on like 4K YouTube and you're just like, holy shit.
Why we watched Terrible Fate as well, and all the
Yeah.
Warcraft remakes. That's fantastic.
yeah. Someone got like Blizzard do all their cinematics like proper full CGI kind of
Yeah,
like Pixar quality kind of shit for every expansion release.
yeah.
But someone on YouTube has like a program, or like they have like a machine set up that like takes the trailers and upscales them to 4K and 8K, and you can see the difference side by side. They do like a side by side comparison at the end. But like we were watching on Graham's TV, and I was just like,
Oh. I love it.
especially like when I saw these back on YouTube back in like 2010, like when they had like a 5-star system instead of a thumbs up and thumbs down.
Yeah.
So like seeing these like in like fucking massive like
Yeah.
quality, I was like, oh, fuck.
To be fair, you can tell 4K is definitely the leap from 1080. You can,
Oh,
you can
Without a doubt. Like,
yeah, you can literally spot it a mile off. It's really weird though, because like I'll go back. It's like today, we were watching Mario Bros. Because I think I said to you yesterday when I spoke to you, my son's got a bit of a thing about the Mario Bros. Series on Netflix at the moment. And literally, he's loving. He can't get enough of it. But it's really funny seeing such a shit quality recording on a 4K telly. It's like.
it's like playing your SNES games on your like HD TV for the first time, like stretched
Yeah.
out
Can't
and just
wait.
like
I know, like, don't get me wrong, I get it a bit with my 1080p with the PS2, because when you play it on that, it's just like, holy shit, what am I doing? Like,
bless you.
excuse me.
that's
Sorry, James.
Yeah.
God.
You were exercising the demon then, weren't you?
Well, yeah, I was trying not to say res.
Resident Evil. Just always say
What the
Resident
fuck did you do, Capcom?
See, I'm actually going to make a point of this now. I kind of genuinely want to know, what is your thoughts on Revelations?
Genuinely.
Genuinely. What are your
okay. Here comes a 6-hour stream, boys.
Here we go. We'll just start a new episode, huh?
I needed a big break anyway.
I really like Revelations. The first one I played on the 3DS. before it got
Oh, aye.
ported to consoles and stuff.
I forgot it came out.
Didn't really like some sections, like
Yeah.
because it bounced around characters. Some of the characters I didn't give a shit about.
Yeah.
Like some gimmicks, like use the scanner with the 3DS to look at the environment. Didn't give a shit about that. I don't like gimmicky shit like that. It's just like, just fuck off. Let me play the game. It's cool and all if you like that, like gyro control and all that. I don't like doing that when I'm playing my fucking game. I just want to.
Yeah.
Anyway, I just like let me look like I'm a degenerate, okay? Anyway, like 80% of the game, fantastic. If you get past the typical Resident Evil tropes and bullshit that they usually throw in, like it was like like a Return of Survival. Fish like enemies, they stumble toward you like zombies, and I was like, ooh, awesome. The last one is one of my favorite boss designs. I tried playing 2 recently, and I just couldn't get into it after playing the remix because it just felt really clunky. I don't know what it is. It just felt like a leap backwards, and don't get me started on the co-op. The co-op in Revelations 2 is fucking dog shit.
What's wrong with the co-op?
It is fucking
I
bad.
I didn't mind the
What?
co-op.
What's wrong with the co-op?
In co-op in Revelations 2, only one person gets to have the guns and use them.
Yeah.
I don't know if the second person can only use a torch and self-defense items, as in like healing and stuff.
Hmm.
Yeah.
So your co-op buddy only has to like point torches and do puzzles. That's all they do. You
Yeah.
can't like. So me and my brother started playing, and the split screen. The split screen looks like.
I will
I
say,
don't know
yeah, the split screen is hard.
like for your screens as well, guys. Is Graham over to the right and James down bottom?
Aye.
Okay, just make sure that sometimes they put you on your side. Yeah. So the split screen in Revelation 2, Graham, is like me and James right now, and if you weren't there and there was black screen around it,
Aye.
like black boxes around it, it's not like full screen.
Oh,
I
I see. Yeah.
Yeah, it's bullshit. So me and John tried to play it one weekend. We got like a level in and we just gave up. We were just like, no. They did it with Resident Evil 5 as well. Capcom, it's like you give us a really cool co-op experience and then you fucking ruin it with a stupid screen. It's just I don't know. I like playing Resident Evil games. Like Resident Evil 5 co-op is fantastic. I like being able to fire my guns and stuff. I don't like. I'm just gonna point my torch here. Oh yeah, look, there's a key over there.
That seems like they've just tried to make it gimmicky as fuck. They tried to make it unique, but just ended up making it a fucking joke.
You know what it is? It's like they've made co-op for like old school. Like you give your brother wanted to play the console with you, so you give him a controller that's not even plugged in.
Mad Cat's controller that nobody uses.
Yeah.
Shoot the fucking L button. Yeah.
Yeah, it's just like you have to like fucking hit the L button to actually make it move.
Yeah.
That's what it feels like. It's like you want to play co-op with someone who doesn't play games. It's like
I mean, I agree completely with what you're saying, but it didn't bother me that much.
it's just I don't know. I was looking for a proper co-op experience. That's
Yeah,
all. Because like I like strategizing. I mean, you can strategize with people in it, but like I just been like, whenever I play Resident Evil 5 with a buddy, like there's multiple weapons of the same side. You get multiple shotguns, you get multiple machine guns. But my theory is like, if we're playing co-op, one person takes one type of weapon and the other person takes another weapon type.
Like a tank
no
and a
point
healer or
people have-
fucking.
Yeah, because like there's no point in sharing an ammo pool. Let one person take all the shotgun ammo and let the other person take all the machine gun ammo and let them,
Yeah.
But not being able to do that is just like, oh cool, I'm basically a health whore. Just give me all your herbs. It's like it's not fun just sitting there like that's just me anyway. But I just wish.
Has there ever been a good Resident Evil co-op experience? Like I've never Resident Evil 5.
Resident Evil 5 is terrific fun because like it's the entire game, but just with a buddy. Like
Resident
instead of
Evil
the AI.
was my favorite. I purely said that to get that reaction. That was amazing.
Leon's campaign for 75% of it was awesome. It was really cool.
Sorry, you literally looked like you were about to have an aneurysm then. You were like,
that's just me 90% of the time.
You were tweaking. It was fucking
just fucking. And then Chris's campaign is just all action and just typical fucking Resident Evil 5 boulder punchisms. It was just all
boulder punchisms.
And then Sherry's campaign is like a mix of the two. Sometimes it's good, sometimes it's not. It's a mixed bag.
What Sherry punches boulders, does she?
Yeah, she does. Yeah, fucking ripped after escaping Raccoon City. Spoilers for Resident Evil 2. But if they made Resident Evil 6, like, because there's 3 different campaigns, if they just made one campaign
Mm.
and just focused on just one element instead of trying to cram all these different elements in, it would have been a really good game. If they did Leon's campaign full, without fucking all the gimmicky shit, it would have been fantastic. But they don't. It's just like Capcom's like,
I don't know. See, I could not do Resident Evil 6. I played like 15 minutes. Just thought this is garbage.
Aye,
and switched.
I was the
yeah,
same.
it's
I couldn't even be bothered to continue.
it's like the combat and has no weight to it. It's very floaty.
Yeah, very
Um,
floaty. Very
like,
floaty.
enemy feedback is very weak as well. It's like when you shoot them, it's just like you're shooting sponge.
Yeah.
Even though they're not spongy, like that's the best way I can describe it. It's just like, there's no impact, like Resident Evil 2, like blood splatters.
Oh,
stuff like
yeah.
that. Yeah, that's when, because like I think Revelations came out after Resident Evil 6, if my time.
Yeah, it did. Yeah, I think it did.
So that's why I was so happy with Revelations, because they started kind of going back to their, like, roots.
Yeah.
Yeah. And then they went downhill again, and then they went back uphill. So
Mm.
I know they're gone downhill again, but oh well, Capcom. Oh well.
Oh well, oh well. Well, good thing you've got Resident Evil 6 to play now, Chris, so you can maybe give it another bash. Maybe that can be your next gameplay series.
Yeah.
Do
I
it,
do you know what?
do it.
I would love to see that purely just to see you rip it apart.
Aye.
Like that
Just to see you
survey video you
rip
did
it.
had me in fucking stitches. I really fucking brilliant.
That should have been a 5-minute video, and it turned into nearly 20. Like,
Well worth every minute of it. Loved it.
oh god.
No regrets there.
It's like,
I mean,
damn,
actually-
anyone mentions the series and just like, oh yeah, and by the way, Resident Evil 3. It's just fucking.
I'm going to put a poll on Instagram and let people decide should you play Resident Evil 5 or 6.
He's got the right idea. Do it, Graham. Do it.
I'll do it right now.
Yeah, do it right now.
Oh no.
Your fate is in the hands of our 500 followers.
I mean, play through Resident Evil 5, no problem. It's just fucking
All right.
No, Resident
So the
Evil
two
6.
options are going to be Resident Evil 6 or Resident Evil 6.
Resident Evil 6.
Actually, there's not going to be an option.
Honestly, yeah, I'm with you on that.
Hold on. What I'll do is I'll either Resident Evil 4 or Resident Evil 6.
Oh fucking! I hope it's Resident Evil 4, because I'll play that no problem.
Well, that's what I'm hoping. It's either going to be one really good one or one that you didn't want to play.
I actually install. I don't know if it's actually on this PC. I'll have to reinstall it. But there's a mod. Like, I was explaining this. Like, Resident Evil 4 is very zoomed in, and I don't like it. But there's a mod that like brings the camera back. It changes the FOV, so it's like, it's just, I don't mind. That people are gonna pick Resident Evil 4 because it's the most popular one.
I know, but
No
people
one
might.
wants
People.
fucking-
Might.
Don't put Resident Evil 4. Put like Revelations 2.
Oh,
Red- Yeah, that's
Revelations 2.
like, so it's a bad or a bad, because the thing is, if you put the most popular one, people will put the most popular one.
yeah.
I'm sure Chris will move on to Resident Evil 4 as soon as it comes out in HD and all the rest of that jazz. So let's make it a bit more interesting, shall we?
Damn.
Listen,
I've never finished.
What was it? Did he say Revelations 2? Was it?
was it Revelations or Revelations 2 you've not finished?
Revelations 2. I love Revelations 1.
Revelations 2. So there we go. So he's got that option then. So either way, it's a lose-lose situation. But
It's going to make amazing content.
I know, but that's what I mean.
These videos aren't even going to get any intros. It's just going to be me taking a shadow play recording and just uploading it. Fuck it.
This is gonna picture of you shitting in a bowl. Just like that. Yeah, there you go. That's what I think.
Me quitting after 20 minutes is just like, oh no, my game is corrupt. Can't install it anymore,
Oh
guys.
shit,
no.
that's broken again.
I'll send you the physical copy to record then.
I have the physical copy as well. Fuck me.
You have no excuses whatsoever then.
I have the physical copy because Graham gave me a physical copy.
Yes, Graham. Well done.
I give him Resident Evil 6 and he gives me GoldenEye.
Yeah, that's a really good trade.
I could see the trade in this.
I think I came out in the winner on this one. Like,
Yeah.
Oh man, we're gonna have to find you a new series to play though, because eventually you're gonna come to the end of all these Resident Evils.
Like, that's why I kind of did Deadbolt in between Resident Evils, something different,
Yeah.
you know?
Yeah. No, that's fair enough.
I need to come up with. I need to get a new series to play. I've kind of got in a rut since my shoulder went all tits up.
Yeah. Well, I'm gonna get a Last of Us done, and then I'm thinking about playing through an old school game, a PS1 game.
Oh, anything particular or?
I have something in mind, but I'll keep that under wraps for the minute.
Sounds
I think I'll
good.
do the same as well. I think I'll keep my next game that isn't Resident Evil related under wraps.
Aye.
Just
Yeah. It's a game that I finished a long time ago. I believe I was about fucking 12 when I finished this game the first time around. So, yeah, something like that. So, PS1 era.
Very good.
always a good choice.
Yeah, well, PS1 era is amazing.
That's actually few games I actually want to pick up on that. I want to get the original Doom on it. I used to have it, but it's gone ages ago. I have Final Doom.
Yeah, he's on there.
I have that, but on disc. I don't
Yeah.
have it boxed. I would like to get the box version. I used to have it boxed, but I don't know where the boxes went. Like a lot of my CDs as well, I used to have boxes for, but
Yeah.
when we moved house, like they got damaged in the move, and it was like it was either.
And when
keep
you were a
the-
kid, you just throw them away and think nothing of it.
Aye.
Now I'm like, what?
Me and
Sorry.
Graham were saying that over the weekend, like kicking ourselves that we didn't, hold on to more physical copies and stuff.
Yeah, and it's like Game Boy games. I mean, Christ, the amount of Game Boy games that I get, and I'd be like, don't need this box and throw it away. And like now, I'm like, oh, that hurts me inside.
Fucking arm on this is starting to piss me off.
Don't worry, mine's having a bit of a moment tonight as well. I don't know if you saw, I just messed around with mine a little bit.
Aye.
It's just that mine is coming off the clamp. Even though I'm clamped it on pretty good, I need to get a new one that's.
No, exactly the same.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I literally just had to like take it off, realign it because it come loose so much that it moved itself, and then it was
I think I'll just get closer because
Ooh.
Oh,
because I think it's
smooth
the weight.
touch.
The weight that's doing it. Like it's sliding off again.
I can
already.
see. Yeah. Is it your pop filler by any chance?
It's actually fairly light.
Aye.
It's just that I used to have a hole in my desk behind for cables and stuff, and that's where it used to be for my laptop, so it couldn't move anywhere. But this one now is at the front of my desk, and it has like the entire floor to fall off onto. I wonder. See, that's too far away. I need a longer arm, more or less. See, actually, if I'm getting a webcam, so it probably might pick up on a arm as well. While I'm at it. Get a very long one if I can. Just gonna shoot there.
Right. So everybody now log in Instagram and start spamming Resident Evil 6.
People don't do it either.
This is where Chris reports our Instagram because it gets pulled.
This is a report everyone for bullying.
Chris is just about to me to us or me to me.
Yep. This is where it happens though. This is where it all ends.
Okay, so I got a bit of news coming in hot right here.
Go for it.
The two PlayStation games that are out this month are
Oh, aye.
2K, NBA 2K20,
Yay.
and Rise of the Tomb Raider.
Are you sure it's only two though?
I'll check.
I'll tell you. There's a third one called Enigma. I'll wait for you anyway.
I'm just checking.
You were wrong.
What's
It's
that?
actually called Erica.
Erica. Fuck. Oh well.
Hey, listen, it was close. Enigma, Erica.
Potato, yeah? Fuck's sake.
Exactly.
Says Mr. Two Games.
A thing popped up on my my old phone.
Oh my
here.
god, this is starting to really fuck me now.
Womp womp.
And you're just gonna have to sit and hold it. Hey.
Hey.
I feel there was more gaming news happening. Did you see the guess the game video for Nintendo?
No.
Nintendo posted a really weird, like, out of context video, or not out of context, but like out of sorts video, where it was like guess 3 games, and it's like a minute long.
Oh, really?
Aye.
Okay.
So there's
Any
big.
good?
No, well, one of them's Breath of the Wild, the other one's Mario Kart, and the other one's Fire Emblem, I think it was.
So probably 2/3 of them would be guessed by a 5-year-old at any given point.
Aye. But like
No.
people are speculating that it's going to be a new. There's going to be 3 new games announced during this. Spaceship.
Well, I think everyone's expecting Breath of the Wild 2, aren't they? That's gonna. Hasn't that already been announced though?
Yeah, that's already been announced.
Has it been officially confirmed? Has it?
Yeah,
I
it
know
was
they
announced on
were-
the official Nintendo stream.
There's been lots of speculation around Mario games being released, as in like previous Mario games being released for the Switch.
I've never seen that.
So they were talking about there possibly being Mario 64 and Mario Sunshine being released for the Switch, which they haven't done yet. Nintendo actually haven't released a single GameCube game, to my knowledge, anyway. I might be wrong in saying that, but I don't think so. I don't think they
so.
have. I've saying that the eShop is an absolute ball ache to try and
Oh, I fucking hate
navigate.
the eShop.
Honestly, I think PlayStation are the only one who's actually doing that right at the moment.
Aye,
Theirs is
I
pretty
Microsoft stores
straightforward.
brutal.
But you look at like Nintendo or Xbox, you go on theirs and it's fucking horrendous to try and find anything.
Mm.
So, but like I said, there was a rumor going around a little while ago saying that they were going to release some old school Mario.
They need to get some fucking N64 and GameCube games
Yeah,
on
well,
the
this
fucking
is it.
Switch. Like,
I mean, you know, I'm not being funny. You've been able to purchase Mario games like Mario 3 on every fucking console that's ever had an eShop or anything like that.
but the
Do you know
Wii
what I
could
mean?
play the N64 games, like.
Yeah, it could handle it. Did they actually release any N64 on the Wii U?
On the Wii, I'm sure on the Virtual Console you could, I think so.
I'm not entirely sure.
I don't know,
about
actually, thinking of it. Like, the Wii U was kind of hit and miss for me, like, I'm only kind of just getting into it now, funnily enough.
that. Yeah, I got into the Wii U after it died, so... and again, part of the problem with the Wii U is, well, for me now, going back to it, is most of the games that I actually wanted to play on that are already out. Oh yeah, Mario, Super Mario 3D, is it? The 3D one that they brought out for 3D World for Wii U. That's supposed to be another one that
Oh,
might be released. Yeah, yeah. I mean, it is what it is, isn't it?
oh yeah. It is what it is.
It is what it is. You've been watching Pixel Game Squad, haven't you?
I've not actually been watching it a few days, to be honest.
Do you know what? I've watched those guys for fucking years now.
Aye.
They used to be Retro Liberty,
Oh, yeah.
and then Aaron just deleted like the entire fucking lot of videos.
Is that what happened?
Heartbreaking. Not really sure even now why he did it, but he did.
Aye.
And then they come back as Pixel Game Squad, which I was very happy with. It's nice to see them back because their content is amazing, and they find a lot of good places to go. They're a bit like the Game Chasers; they go out looking for games.
Aye.
So.
I kind of prefer the Game Chasers.
Game Chasers is cool. I've kind of gone off them a bit recently. I still like all this stuff. Do you know what I mean? But I tend to watch Pixel Game Squad.
Gabbo is my absolute favourite. Like, personally following
You know
Instagram
what?
there as well.
I actually this is a true story now, right? Genuinely, I messaged the guy last year because I was going to Portland Retro Gaming Expo, and the day that we were meant to go, our flights actually got cancelled, so I never actually got it because I was in New York at the time, and if you look at the distance between New York and Portland, it was fucking impossible. There was an outbreak of like, I don't know, chicken pox or something like that. There was some kind of outbreak, so they shut the place down, and we couldn't get our flights. We ended up getting our money back, and I was kind of thinking at the time like road trip or something like that, but it literally would have taken us a day to drive there. So we were like, I've never driven in America before, and my friend who is American was like, I can't drive for that long, which is fair enough. So we ended up just giving it a miss, and I just walked around New York and just went into all the game stores in New York, which there are some amazing ones. But anyway, going back to what I was originally going to say, I actually messaged Gabo and was like, dude, like, would love to like hook up. You gonna be there? And he's like, oh yeah, no, I'll be cool, man. That'll be cool. Yeah, he was chatting away for a little bit. It was mad. Such a nice guy. Do you know what I mean? He's not like up his own ass because of the scope or
Yeah.
anything like that.
Oh,
Down to it.
he seems fucking dead, don't like.
Yeah, he is. He's a lovely guy. Not all that. So.
You're right, Chris.
Yeah, how you getting on there,
And I'm
Chris?
back. And I'm back.
Yay!
There we go. I prefer to be a bit closer, but look, given the circumstances, it'll do. I'm after putting
But
it
look.
back where it was, where my laptop used to be. So it's really stretched. Actually, what I'll do is I'll just take an old picture.
Pickaroo.
It's cool.
Right, that's been an hour and a half anyway. We'll call this episode.
Okay, cool.
Right.
Right.
In the next episode, we'll talk about games. Probably, but probably not.
More
Hopefully.
than likely.
Wait for Chris to take his picture.
Fucking lighting, man. Everything's fucking goosed. I'll put it on Facebook and just be a bit easier.
Now his nobody can see except us. Right.
Right.
Thanks for watching.
Thanks, guys. Cheers. Bye.
Oh wait, I nearly ended the call. Wrong button.